Okay, so on this one, we've got a first term, a second term, a third term. They say geometric. They say it's a geometric sequence, which means it's multiplying the same number every time. That's what geometric sequence is. An arithmetic sequence adds or subtracts the same number every time. A geometric sequence multiplies or divides. It's the same thing, right? Dividing, multiplying, just upside down of each other. The same number every time. They say it's geometric. Find the formula. So if we go to the notes down here for geometric, here's the formula. A sub n is a1 times r to the n minus 1. So we'll grab that. So for geometric, which they said it is, a sub n is a1 times r to the n minus 1. So a1, this is the first term. So 14 times r. Now, how do we find r? Well, if you go down to the notes for that too. So right here, r, the ratio, is second term over first term. So it's the ratio, it's the dividing of the second term over the first term. So let's do that over here on the side. So the r, so the second term over the first term. So here's the second term. 84 over 5 over the first term, which is 14. All right. So how do we simplify it? That's kind of weird looking, isn't it? A fraction over a fraction. I mean, a fraction over a whole number is what it really is. How do we clean that up? Well, remember, dividing is upside down multiplying. So you take that 14 and you put him over 1, because a whole number like 14 is automatically over 1, and flip it upside down, because dividing is upside down multiplying. So it becomes times 1 over 14. Does that make sense? To divide by 14 over 1 is the same as to multiply by the upside down of that. And then you can cross cancel. 14 goes into 84, I think 7 times, doesn't it? No, that's not right. 6 times. Is it 6? Yeah, 6 times. 16 and 24. Yeah, 6 times. So then this just becomes 6/5. So that's the r. R is 6/5. Bring that back. Oh, and you know, actually, let's just divide that and get a decimal. Easy. So you divide that in your calculator, it comes out 1.2. So bring that back. 1.2 to the n minus 1. So there's the a sub n formula. Let's write that here. 14 times 1.2 to the n minus 1. So there's the formula, the a sub n formula. You don't really even need this dot here. If you just say 14 parenthesis 1.2, it means multiply anyway. Either way, it's have the dot, no dot. Either way, it means multiply. 14 times 1.2 to the n minus 1 power. So that's the a sub n formula. Now let's use that to find a sub 10. How do we do that? Well, a sub 10. Just plug in a 10 here for n. So we'll get 14 times 1.2 to the 10 minus 1, which is 14 times 1.2 to the 9. Hit the buttons on your calculator. And that comes out to be 72.236924993. I just gave a bunch of decimals. They didn't say how many decimal places, so I'll just give a bunch. And so there we go. So just recapping, how did we accomplish this? They told me it's geometric, so I wrote down the geometric sequence formula. The R formula is second term over first. So I put the second term over the first, second over first, and dividing is upside down, multiplying. So this flipped up to be 1 over 14, cross cancels, goes in there 6. 6 over 5 is 1.2. So there's the R. The A1 is the first term, 14. So then I had the formula. And then to find the 10th term, a sub 10, just plug in 10 for n, right there. And that makes the power 9. 14 times 1.2 to the 9th. Hit the buttons on the calculator. There we go. That's 72 number. And we got it.